Okay, one more on the systems of equations. What if you have inequalities? So now they're not equals anymore. Now they're greater and less thans. Well, these have to be solved on a graph. And really, when you think about it, it's really not that hard. I'm going to have to use different colors, so hopefully you can see the colors okay here on the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one right here in blue. So I'm going to start at plus 1, and I'm going to go 2 over 1 is my slope, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, or down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. Now, I don't have an equal sign, so that's going to be a dash. Okay, remember, when we have an equal sign, it's solid. When we don't, it's a dash. Now I have to figure out what side am I going to shade. Y is greater, so I want it where my y's are bigger. My y's are bigger as they go up this way. So which side of the line has my y's going up? And the answer is it's this side, and I'm going to shade it like this. Now when you shade it, shade perpendicular to the line. That's important, and I'll show you why in just a second, okay? Let's go green for the other one, okay? So now I'm going to go this color. So I'm going to start at plus 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to go down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2, which is the same as up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. And now this one will have the actual line because there's an equal sign, something like that. Now, this is the side with the down arrow on the y. This is the side with the up arrow. Y's are smaller or equal to. So I want where the y's get smaller, which is this way, and I'm going to go perpendicular. Boom, 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 this way. And if you notice, it gets really messy. That's why colored pencils are really good for this. But if you notice, where is it both shaded? And they cross right about there. And my blue line, where it crosses right there, so I'm just emphasizing it a little bit more. This is where, right here it's just blue. Right here it's just green. Right here it's nothing. You're going to get 4 quadrants. You want to know what's the quadrant where they both mix? And the answer, and I use squigglies for this, is right here. And that, my friends, that's the answer. The answer is everything in between this and works in that range. That will solve both those equations, okay? It'll make more sense when you do some of these. Let me give you one that's a little bit nastier and show you what that system looks like, okay? Now, I said this one is a nasty one. It's really not nasty at all. It's just a little bit different because sometimes we forget about what our straight lines look like. I'm going to do this one in green. Y equals -3. Sometimes people get mixed up. Is that going to be a vertical line on this -3? Or is it going to be a vertical or a horizontal line here? And people mix those up. And so if you're a little mixed up on it, some of the best things to do is just to write an XY chart. Let me get out of the way here. So it says my Y is going to be a -3, right? My Y will always be a -3. Okay? Now I'm just going to plug in some X's. I'm just making them up. It doesn't matter. Let's start with 0. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. Let's go -1. Okay, well, where's 0, -3? Right there. Where's 1, -3? Right there. Where's 2, -3? Where's -1, -3? Are you getting the point? It's going to be a horizontal line. So whenever you see a y equals, you're going to get a horizontal line. Guess what the x equals is going to be? That's right. You're going to get a vertical line. And same thing, if you were to do an XY chart and plug in 2 for all your x's, I won't do it because I just did one. I was holding that weird and that's kind of ugly. But anyways, you know you're going to get a vertical line. So let's go ahead and finish this one. Now, it's oh, I wrote an equal sign. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's make this one greater and let's make this one less or equal, okay? So now, if it's greater, it doesn't have the equal, that means it's going to be the dashed line. Dash, 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 dash. Okay? And the y's are greater. Well, the y's are greater going this way, so it's all going to shade in this direction. Okay? On this one, I'm going to find my 2, which is right here, and that's going to be a solid line. And it's going to be less than, well, my x's are less than going this way, so I'm going to shade this way. And now you're looking for the quadrants, which sometimes gets a little bit messy. And if you look right here, here's where they cross, and it's making the quadrants here. Here is just the green, here is nothing, here is just the blue, and here is everything. So I'll start my squigglies right here, just to kind of make a border. And then everything in here and beyond, those are all going to solve for the equation, okay? So that's solving for systems of inequalities. You're going to have a really messy looking graph, but they're, I don't know, they're kind of fun too. So find some colored pencils, have some fun doing it, and I think you'll really enjoy them, all right? I'll see you on the practice worksheets.